So, wanna air these movies? Just what? You know, this this one here about yet another nanny is somehow not a Hallmark movie this time, and yeah, it's pretty much a carbon copy of one, pretty much. Um, yeah, and the actors even acted in some of them. I think someone directed. I don't know. The producer, yeah, the producer. These are seriously some of the worst movies. I mean, I've never seen anything more of a carbon copy of each other. Like even westerns, which tend to be sort of well, some of the worst genres, usually at least have slightly different story, right? Like what is this? What is this? They keep doing the same thing over and over, and there's barely anything, and they just tell them, "Yep, smile, keep smiling, smile again." The script must have a million mentions of the word smile. Um, it's so bizarre. And the worst thing about it, which Hallmark also does almost exclusively, literally the only unique Hallmark movie that I've seen out of all these was the one with the carpenter in it. Other than that, though, that's the only thing. And the only one with that word not in the title as well. It's so sickening. That word is in so many titles that anything else now it just gets like Nightmare Before Christmas, such a brilliant movie, is really ruined the overusage of the term. I mean, I saw that long before I ever saw these. I ever knew there was an industry, pretty much an industry made to do this nonsense. Apparently releasing 20 a year or something like. Wow, amazing. 20 a year. So yeah, that major problem I have with them as well is that they all seem to present like a specific sort of point of view, like what kind of people tend to be carbon copies cutouts really, and it somehow always has um, yeah, just people like it could never possibly have someone who just happens to be. I just cannot believe like there's not a single average house. They all need to have these weird statues. There was a painting with well multiple actually with nude people in them and just what I'm not sure exactly. I mean, I know this is not a Hallmark movie, so maybe don't care about it too much. But I thought these kind of movies, anyway. Never mind. I'm not comparing myself about it, but um, who has classical sort of Michelangelo sort of style statues in their front yard? It's the most absurd thing ever, and it's supposed to be um, what some sort of season, right? Yeah, season of affluenza, perhaps. Yeah. So honestly, it's the most bizarre thing ever. It's like we saw Scrooge and said, aha, we can have an industry out of it. We can become ourselves him in the movie business. Totally. Like, what? Now, I mean, yes, Scrooge may be indeed similar to them, but these people are worse. I mean, and it's way less believable as well. I mean, at least you can sort of see Scrooge changing bit by bit throughout the story. Here, like, yeah, she is miserly up until the last 10 minutes or so. Like, seriously, I'm supposed to believe she suddenly did a 360-degree turn, huh? And suddenly, oh my goodness, you saved my company. You did this, you did that. Suddenly the father comes. Wow, will angels come dancing around top of a pinhead as well? Honestly, I wouldn't have been surprised if that happened, but then I guess it would be too supernatural for them and they don't like that too much. The funny thing is that they don't actually, most of these movies at least, I've seen a couple where they do a bit, but most of them actually do not enter the religious aspect of this season, but they do go really full on the material aspect. Like, yeah, in the sense that it's just about capitalism, like literally, where setting the people, everything is about. It's like it's like a season for capitalism itself, pretty much. Like, who has the best career, who has the best everything, really, and it's absurd. It's utterly absurd. You're supposed to believe, and then just at the end, just because she put on a party. Oh my goodness! So now you feel like it's the season, huh? Wow, amazing! Like, if these weren't so pathetic, they would be almost funny with how pathetic they are. Constant smiles, despite there being nothing to smile about, and just because she's supposed to have said some sort of lie. Oh, everyone's angry. And but then somehow 5 minutes later they accept her back again. Like, yeah, man, this is totally believable. It's so absurd, the most bizarre nonsense. Honestly, I have no idea how I could be, and I'm honestly surprised it's not horror because this is just perfect, really. And they couldn't have made it worse themselves. I don't know who this director was. Apparently, directed an Ed Gein movie. Like, seriously? So they can go from this sappy, cheap, incredibly superficial movie to one about a serial killer. Like, seriously? Apparently, there was like, I think, there's an actor as well who acted in, yeah, who does horror movies. Yeah. Apparently, in a few songs. So I'm not entirely sure where the crossover there is between constant smiles and being brutally mutilated, but yeah, okay. Just saying. Um, yeah. Um. Anyway, I really don't think there's anything else to say about this. Is the most boring. Honestly, I just watch these movies to sort of I don't know, just whatever.